I had a great conversation last week with a contact on LinkedIn. You know, the type of rambling chat, one of those conversations where you start with product making and product shipping and somehow end up in a philosophical debate about the emotional attachments of manufacturing engineers. At some point, we wandered into emotional attachment. Yes, feelings in engineering. Dangerous and curious territory to explore for sure. We asked ourselves, when engineers get too emotionally attached to their parts and products, does it narrow their creative thinking? Or do they just become extremely passionate defenders of what the current design is just because it happens to be that way? So what's the ideal level of caring for an engineer? How much is enough and how much is absolutely dangerous? If 0 means I don't care, do whatever you want, and 10 means I would die for this bracket, where should we all be aiming for? What's the best setting, 0 or 10? I was thinking about this and I feel it's somewhere in the middle, or maybe engineering requires the emotional flexibility of a moody thermostat, able to crank caring right up to 9 or 10 when you have to, and then drop it down to 3 on command. I've worked with a few pros who were absolute masters of emotional gear shifting. They could give a project everything they had and then instantly detach like that. Why does that matter? Well, here's my theory that I'm still trying to figure out, and I'm curious also if you agree. To dive into the micro details, the details of the details, you need to crank caring right up to the top level, 9 or 10 at least. You have to obsess, totally and utterly. But to zoom out, to be able to take a helicopter view of your designs and what you're working on, you need to dial that caring right down to maybe 3, maybe even 1 sometimes, and detached from your beloved precious parts long enough just to get a fresh perspective. So my question for you is this a real thing in engineering? Do emotions play a part? Do the best engineers basically split themselves in 2? What's the actual role of emotion and passion in product development?